Welcome back. Today, quite a special interview. We have not one, but two artists sitting right in front of me. Two extraordinary and unique individuals. A guitarist, KACPER DWORNICZAK.
Hi, everyone.
And singer, songwriter.
Good evening,
ANDRZEJ
everyone.
PIASECZNY. A magical duo, I would say, that brings something fresh to create something unforgettable and remarkable. First question, two questions actually. How are you guys doing today? And how do we feel about doing this interview in English? Zanim odpowiedzieć na to pytanie, mała wstawka w języku polskim, w którym we trójkę porozumiewamy się na co dzień. Dzisiejszy wywiad, tak jak również inne rozmowy, przeprowadzam w języku angielskim, gdyż na tym opiera się mój content, tym charakteryzuje się tak naprawdę mój podcast, edukacyjno-lifestyle'owy podcast. Przełamujemy bariery w mówieniu wspólnie. Cieszę się ogromnie, że tutaj dzisiaj jesteście. Mam nadzieję, że też to był powód, dla którego się tutaj pojawiliście i że utożsamiacie się trochę z ideą tego podcastu.
What did he say?
No właśnie.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
As usually, of course.
Now, moving on to English. Macie dwa pytania w jednym, panowie. Jak się dzisiaj czujemy? In English, of course. The floor is yours.
Well, I'm doing very well. I'm maybe just a bit tired after a long work day, but it's usually with me lately. So, well, that's it.
What about you, Kacper?
I actually noticed that we all really resonate in an interesting way because Andrzej has a really beautiful British accent.
He does, indeed.
No, I'm just a great pretender. Well,
And I am way more into American English.
Yeah, I can
That's
tell.
what I was like studying, and on a daily basis I'm using this language. And I'm great. It was a great week. We did a lot of stuff.
actually, I would prefer to be Scottish, but I can't.
I can hear some
say-
Scottish, to be honest. Also. Yeah.
I love it. Or Scouse, for example. But mostly when I start to speak English somewhere, they asking me if I'm South African or
I can also get that. Yeah.
Australian.
I can get that,
Sometimes,
definitely.
sometimes.
Mate.
Mate.
Yeah,
How you doing, mates? Guys, I said something remarkable and unforgettable. Obviously, I'm talking here about your album,
he's unforgettable. I'm the remarkable
which
one.
had a premiere November 17th, 2023.
Time flies.
Time flies. But we're going to be talking about this perception of time and how we see it. But before we start talking about your album more in depth, because this is going to be the highlight of our interview today, I managed to get a copy of your album.
Did you bought it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yesterday.
very well.
I went to the shop. I'm not going to say which shop because...
Was it still there?
Was it the last one or?
It was actually, yes, I went there yesterday and it arrived just yesterday.
Oh my God!
And I asked
Perfectly.
the cashier, I said, hey, I want to get this album. And he said that they have a limited edition. Can you believe that? So I bought this
Is it?
album. Yes, I managed to get this copy.
Same as
I
as
haven't
it
even
was.
heard about
I'm
this
not sure if you've
version.
seen this version.
No.
This movie.
Oh yeah,
Can I see it?
no, I know.
Of course, there you go.
It's you, probably. Gorgeous. You look gorgeous. You look even more gorgeous than usually you do.
It's actually
You get the
Kacper,
joke.
the
You get the
ghost,
joke,
huh?
right? Like
Yes.
Casper and
The ghost.
Sand also,
He-
like
he-
Piasek.
Oh, I didn't notice. I haven't noticed it. But actually, he has no sense of humor at all.
No, because last time you said I'm being serious, so I decided
Casper.
to pull up some jokes.
Very well.
Right? This is
Nice try.
This is yeah, that's right. But this is actually the album that I got. Obviously, now let's
Should
let's
we
be
be
real.
prepared for any other?
This is very innovative. I feel like this could also be the cover. You see what I mean? But this is beautiful. We're gonna be talking about this. Jeszcze zanim święta. This is going to be the main topic of our conversation today. We are meeting way before Christmas. Today is November 5th, and this interview probably will be published in 2 weeks. But I already feel the Christmas vibe. I already feel the atmosphere around. I felt it yesterday when I bought this album. I bought it for the sake of the interview, obviously, but also for my mom as a Christmas gift, which now I cannot give it
And
to
grandma.
her. But as you said at the beginning, time flies. A year has passed since the premiere of the album. But now you're embarking on a new adventure, the Christmas tour. You're starting it again. I want to start with this question. What is something you have learned from your previous tour? The floor is yours. Whoever wants to speak up, be my guest.
So I will start because I think for Andrzej, there are not that many new things. But for me, it was like a huge list of new experiences. And like when we started to speak about these upcoming concerts, I feel way more excited. And it's because I know how to prepare in a good way. And I just can't wait till the moment when we are on stage and we can like share the passion, the music together. And I feel also we as a persons, like we clicked in a good way. So when it's
And
this
very
chemistry,
fast, right?
we can really create something cool, I think. Because like the music is also sort of a connection.
It unites people.
And yeah, I just can't wait, honestly. I'm really super excited.
That's why I brought you here. I mean, you know, as I told him before, you speak English far better than me. So
I feel overwhelmed, and it's not true.
don't stop. Just don't stop. Let me be here and here. Just
It's really
listen.
interesting also what you said, because you guys don't know each other that long. You've met 3 years ago, more or less. And you
Does it
started
any
working-
matter?
Say again. Sir?
Does it any matter?
It does matter, but you started working on the album in March last year. What I'm saying is that you got to know each other in a very short amount of time.
Well, you know, it's a language of music that connects us far quicker than the other languages. Yeah, he plays, I sing. The words maybe are different. Words maybe are different because he always played the classical music. I'm a pop singer, right?
You have a different
but
musical experience. Yeah?
we same touchy. We same touchy. You know, we feel same kind of how to say it. No.
I think we have like some common vibrations also when it comes to like taste. I don't know. Let's say the architecture. We share some common things, and I think it all can help then in the future to create a project, which was Jeszcze zanim święta. And I just feel like Andrzej's idea, because it was his idea to create something like that, was super courage. Like he had to have a lot of courage to do that because. You know, like who? Like
it was
I don't know.
supernatural for me.
Excuse me, like I don't know a normal person who just wants to invite a classical guitarist, and with classical guitar there is always a problem. Like you cannot really amplify the guitar. It's super like quiet. It's not in tune. Like you really need to be stubborn to think, okay, we can do it, and I am so grateful for that because this kind of helped me to also believe that like. With the 6th string and with people like Andrzej, you can do something really cool and huge.
What
You know,
brought up-
I should be a guitar. I'm not always in tune. Well, look at me. Do I like a guitar? Well, I should.
What you brought up right now, it's really interesting because also a clash of characters in a way. I want to ask, this is the following question, the next question I have. I want you to say one thing you learned from one another. What you've learned from Andrzej, what Andrzej you've learned from
In a musician space or
anyway.
musical or
I got it immediately. So, but it cannot be just one thing. I would be like it would be stupid. So the first thing which comes to my mind is like really believing in your abilities, but also believing. So while you hard working on something, you can really do it, and also enjoy a bit. And I think I cannot enjoy it still as much as I would like to, but step by step I'm trying to do that. And when I do it like in a good way with the work, it's really cool. I need to say it's fun.
What did you learn from Kacper?
as you see me here, I try not to be too serious. It's the way I am mostly, but at work, I'm slightly different. Am I?
And how is Andrzej at work?
I don't know. Like it's really cool to work with Andrzej, and I think it's a huge like benefit which I get in my
Stop
life
shaking.
because, for example, I met a lot of people who are more or less an Andrzej's character with this huge passion to what they do and with these huge demands. And I think because of that, I could adjust and try to be, at your level with the work.
The first thing that comes to my mind is Kuba Badak, right? You got to meet him also because of the collaboration with Andrzej. Or
well, I actually don't know Kuba that much.
you haven't, but you've met him, no?
But
Once.
I met Kuba only because of Andrzej.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I'm a huge fan of Poluzianski.
To tell the truth, he was a beginner of our collaboration.
He initiated
right?
In an
he was
interesting
started.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell the story.
Tell the story.
So Andrzej was also interviewing people. And you interviewed Kuba, right?
Yes, I did.
And I saw the post with Kuba and Andrzej. And I liked the picture. And I still don't know how Andrzej actually found my
You
profile.
liked a picture on Andrzej's Instagram.
Andrzej
Yeah.
and Kuba.
We found each other on Instagram. That's the way people meet
Nowadays,
yes. And well, to tell the truth, again, well, he had this, how to say it? You liked it,
Yes,
right?
yes,
The post,
I
right?
pushed the like.
And sometimes I just try to review people, right? And I found him playing. Not in a way he looks like, but a player.
Yeah.
And you are playing this staccato of yours, or
Could be.
yeah. And it is not very easy piece of music for people at all. I mean, not for me only as a pop singer, but for people. But the way he was passionate in playing, well, I just started to think that might be a good person. Not a musician only, but good person, because that's, there are some vibes, as you would say it, that might tell you.
you have a gut feeling. Tak, yeah.
Yeah, something behind the play, behind the music even. And well, I started to ask him if it's possible at all to combine what he thinks about it, because well, it might be not very easy for classical musicians.
It's sort of a clash of two
That's the
different
same from
worlds.
me, as you told it before, right? So he said, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? And it was the first time we talked to each other, but we started to think to say something about Cuba, right? Yeah, because it was after his interview. So he said to me, he's a huge fan of Cuba's music.
So am I.
Well, yeah. Oh, well. Thank you. Thank you. I'm leaving. Yes.
Also a huge fan of your music.
Yes.
KACPER
Thanks.
music now.
Thanks. Thank you. Well,
He's got our
on the
album
other hand-
yesterday, just to tell you. Yesterday.
on the other hand, I'm sitting here, not Cuba. So
Kuba is the next one on.
that's quite fine for me. That's quite fine for me. But answering to your first question of yours, what I found in this young man, a kindness of young people might be still in them. Because, well, it's not any theme. I'm much older, right? So I see things a bit differently. And it's not unique for people my age. They think that the youngsters are not very easy, right? Is he thinking? Is he doing? Is he playing? Is he combining? But that's the main thing I got from you, that you are very, well, to say that you are absolutely good musician, it's understandable, right? But you're a very good person, and I love it in you. and I like and I want to say it very clearly now, right?
Thank you so much.
That's very nice
yeah.
words coming from you.
That's why I believe in you. That's why I told you many times that it's just a part of your story what we are doing here with music.
It's a chapter of the whole book.
Yes, and I believe that that you're gonna be far more than here, which I would love to observe in years, right?
So that's exactly what I was speaking about, like this huge confidence which Andrzej has, but also like I felt that he has in me, because like, you know, okay, we were speaking to like you have a pop music, classical music, and then you have to combine it. But there are several things which you learn step by step and you're not familiar with. So this whole chapter, I mean, for me, it's like a huge adventure. It's basically going like every step further with some new difficulties which I had to kind of manage. And that's what I said after last year tour. I feel like the leverage which I have compared to last year, it's really big, because, you know, I kind of understood that I really can, how to say, I really can find myself on a stage with Andrzej, and we can click well. And
We learn a lot from each other.
it's a
Still,
great thing.
Every time,
Process, you
every
learn all
gig,
the time, yeah.
every gig, every time we are
Every
on
gig
the
is
stage.
different also, right? Different emotions you guys put in, and I mean, different crowd.
It depends on his nails.
Fake nails.
It depends on his nails.
Are they fake or not?
They are fake.
They're fake. Voilà.
I'm sorry.
Guys, the album itself, it's nostalgic. It brings a very warm holiday atmosphere, because it's not carols, it's Christmas songs.
Yes. Christmas songs you all knew and
But you
know.
give it your own twist.
Sure.
Obviously. But what's also important to say is that we hear a lot of variety. What you said, I'm going to read it now. Ta płyta jest emocjonalna. I'm going to say it in Polish, obviously, because I don't want to translate it. It wouldn't be the same. Ta płyta jest emocjonalna. Kiedy muzyka pojawia się na żywo, to dochodzą inne emocje. These are your words. What people can expect when they get this album?
They should expect nothing.
No expectations?
Yeah, that's a very nice point of start. When you try to listen music, live especially, because sometimes you can expect too much, right?
And then get disappointed.
Yeah.
There you go.
So expect nothing. Just go with the flow. Just come and listen to us. I mean, just listen to the way he's playing, and me as this.
I would say enjoy the Christmas vibe in general. Like sit with a, I don't know, glass of wine.
Oh, this,
I like
so it's
it.
going to be like this.
I like it.
I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, but what I was to say more, this year it's going to be different than last time, because
How is it going to be different?
yeah,
Expect the unexpected.
Oh,
yeah,
there's going to be
because
bigger twists.
he just started to. Oh, you finished it? Your recordings?
Yeah, like, I mean, let's say he started. Yeah.
Well, he
I mean, the process. That's probably the best way to put it, if I know what you
Yeah.
want to say.
Tell the story again.
Tell the story.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Speak up, Kacper.
All right.
Yes.
So, you asked how does it change, and the time flies and all of these things, right? So, Andrzej's calendar is basically probably booked till another 5 years ahead. And mine, not really. So I was like really wondering, what will I do after we finished playing our concert tour? And I had a lot of time in February to think, in March to think, and in half of April also I was thinking. But then some opportunities showed up, and it turned out that I can actually try to create my own album. And of course, I wanted to record something which is part of me, and like I would say the keyword which can help describing me, it's a journeys, because I am all the time in different places and I'm meeting completely different people.
Did you just reveal the title of the album?
Yes, you guessed it right. And of course, a huge part of my journey with music, I feel like it's this guy next to me.
Yeah, and it's gonna be released shortly, right?
Probably, yes. It's gonna be released soon. And of course, I wanted to ask Andrzej if he agrees to be a special guest on it.
He had to. Well, you know.
And I need to say he had no idea what he agrees for.
But I did, and I'm really.
So he really went for it. He immediately said yes. I was super surprised and also like relieved, honestly. But I feel you could be a bit scared, right? You didn't know. What?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, well, the way you play, you I don't know even how to say it. You could propose anything, like an opera for me even, and I would agree.
Wow,
really,
it's huge
of course,
words,
I can't sing
honestly.
any opera things, but well, that's not the question of proposition of the way how. That's the problem of speaking sober, you know.
Should have brought.
And you did propose only cookies, which has to
guys, I'm
disappear
gonna do better
before.
next
But
time.
Let's check the corner in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do better next time.
Every time I'm in Britain, I'm visiting Britain, the first thing is wine. Then.
But you can buy car. You wouldn't drink wine anyway.
Oh my God.
I was thinking of that.
Do we have any secrets?
Guys, Andrzej, in one of the interviews, you mentioned that experience can be measured in many ways. In years, it's the case with you because you've been on stage for more than 30 years. But you also said that in the case of KACPER, it's measured in awards. KACPER, you intrigue me in so many ways because you have earned more than 40 awards. Nationally.
You mean prizes, awards,
prizes, nationally and internationally.
All right.
And that's quite some achievement. You also like a challenge. That's also what you say in many of your interviews. It brings this boost of motivation to you. I wonder, was there a specific moment during your collaboration with Andrzej where you felt like you were pushed totally out of your comfort zone, that this is something I'm so not familiar with at all. I'm not feeling comfortable at all.
Try to speak German then.
Was there any specific moment like that?
I'm sorry for my sense of humor, but you've been warned.
In German, it would sound way worse. In both ways. Well, it was one particular moment, but because we are already behind it, I will not say it, but I need to say one thing. Andrzej, after that, completely didn't give me a sense that I really, how to say, I would like to say in a bad way, in ugly language. So, like, I messed up.
Go ahead.
I messed up.
Fucked up.
I fucked up, yes. And I was like thinking, oh my God, what is he going to say? Like, it's done, like it's over. Like, how can he even like think to go on the stage with me? Like, he has such a huge reputation. And I didn't feel for a second that like, you know, he's angry or what. So with this kind of
Haven't you noticed how many times I fucked up? I did.
The thing is, ANDRZEJ PIASECZNY can. But you know, I really have to deliver, especially if this kind of person wants to work on something with me. So this event showed me that okay, I can do it, and even if something goes wrong, like you know, we can work it out.
KACPER, you started playing guitar at the age of 6. You train 4 hours a day. At least that's what you said in previous interviews. I don't know.
Well, not in the beginning, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more on the football field.
Now you do play it on a daily basis. You were trained from a very young age, but also when you're trained as a solo guitarist, you learn how to play solo, which can be comfortable. But when there's another person in the scene, on the stage, it's a different reality, no? Like you're not alone. You have to collaborate. You have to coexist.
Do you have something in common with music in general?
Yeah.
Yes, because like it's really crucial what you're saying, and like most of the people don't realize, but it's true. Like it's way different feeling. But then it comes up to my mind all of the things which we are mentioning, that like, you know, the thing like you have a vibe with someone, you like similar things, you can spend some time together and you're not getting bored. And then I feel like we can actually.
The question I have to you, what is something you enjoy most about playing in duo compared to performing solo?
I feel like I'm speaking too much, Andrzej.
No, go ahead.
This is a question for you, so I'll also have questions for Andrzej
I said it many times. That's why you're here. I mean, well, as I told you before, I'm a great pretender using the Queen song. You know, mostly I pretend I speak English. And plus, on the other hand, I don't think that English is foreign language anymore.
Yeah.
What? Isn't it?
I think it would be a great thing to think in this way. But well, so when I'm solo on stage, I was doing it since forever, so I feel really home. But it's also extremely hard thing to play, because when it's more about an ensemble and I just have my single part to play, you know, we can always hide. But when we are playing together, you might think, okay, you are not solo anymore, but there is nothing to hide. Like, there is no one who could help us in, like, when we, I don't know, when like he will forget some words, I'll forget my part, or like we get lost in parts. So what I like the most in solo is the thing that I can be truly myself. And in ensembles, it's probably the whole cooperation thing with other people and getting to know them, which can be inspiring.
No, you can be hidden more time.
For sure.
It's a great adventure to play together on two only duo, because as he said it, you can't hide.
Also for you as a singer, right? Like, you just have a guitar, how to find the tonality in a certain points and all of these things. It's not just right here, right?
Well,
could be worse.
Could be worse.
In one of the interviews,
playing with trombone, for example, or you know,
oboe.
Oh my gosh!
I love the dynamics of these guys. Kacper, in one of the interviews...
No, we love wind instruments.
I need to ask a question.
Sorry.
In one of the interviews, Andrzej called
He's so freaking proper. My God.
He's a pro.
That's what...
In one of the interviews, Andrzej called you a champion, a master. Po polsku powiemy mistrz. To są słowa, których użył.
Well, you are.
I want to know, how do you even respond? Like, how, you know, these are words coming from such a prominent figure. How do you feel about such words?
I cannot respond. I feel like already I received so many nice comments that, like, it's the best way to answer is just to not speak up now and just, I don't know, prove it later on. But of course, it's a huge honor and I can just repeat it all in all.
And if you were to describe Andrzej in one word, would it be a mentor, teacher, a friend?
God, don't do it even. Don't try to do it even.
Andrzej, to describe him in one word.
One word.
Me? I would love to be seen as a DILF mostly. Well, but it's not about music, so
it's hard.
If I can say that. Not from him, of course. Well, any other questions?
So no.
I mean, in one word, it's like, I don't know, like you wanna tell me about your like huge book and just using one word. I think it's impossible. You know, Andrzej is a person who is not only just a pop star singer, but he is a TV personality. Like, he did so many things. Also, he's a businessman, actually. I think so.
I tried it. I faked up. So.
And then he again like stood up and he's doing it again and again. And I think that's a huge success also, that like you're really, how to say, stubborn in a positive way. You don't give up easily, I think.
These are characteristics of like a businessman, hardworking,
what we were speaking
stubborn.
about in the past, like you had some hard moments, but you never gave up, I think.
Yeah, we had these conversations a few times, but it's very nice you see me like that.
Can you accept the compliments from people?
Of course I can.
There you go.
No, it's very long process of learning to be a person who can not avoid it. I mean, who can take those positive thoughts from the other one, because especially when you're on the highlights, you start to think at first that you are completely alone. So being with someone, talking to the other person about different things, but business and music and all the stuff, life, right? It's the new start for you. It is. And I do think like that. I mean, it's 30 years since I started my journey in this particular business. But there were many different paths during this time for me. And some of them were not so very nice. And I do think that it's really fine to have this possibility to speak with someone new, not as a human being.
No, of course, yeah.
In this business, you're only
freshman, completely
freshman, right?
Can you
so
be?
you start your journey, as you said it. Of course, the years of exercising for you, it's a different thing. But I suppose that last year you just took your first steps in business.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you have a long way ahead, right? So it's really fine to have a person who can speak with you about.
No, that's priceless,
things.
Honestly. And also, it's like
The word that comes to my mind
the world is changing, so yours, the adventures of yours might be really different in the future. But anyway,
but also actually, more you realize you really don't know anything actually. And this 1 year actually just proved me that like I didn't know anything about it. And
do I know anything?
Do I know anything? I mean,
he knows 5 languages.
yeah,
So.
But not German.
No German. Sorry, guys. As Polish people, we love holiday seasons. It's a time of peace, but it also can be a time
drinking.
of a lot of stress. I want to know, what is holidays to you? What does this holiday season, the season, what does it mean to you?
It's an opportunity to have a family with you, very close, right? And of course, we have all those
Rituals.
yeah
Tradition.
rituals. Yeah, but and they are quite important, I think. I suppose we love it anyway. But the first and most important thing is to be with family and friends, because it's really often that we are not home, right?
Will you be home for Christmas this year or not?
No, during a year. I mean,
You especially, I think. I think I realized that actually the biggest advantage which I have over maybe some other people is that I have amazing surrounding, like, group of friends and around me. And like I feel, when you have this kind of group of people, you really can do a lot. So when you have a Christmas time, you really can actually spend the time with them and share all of the things which has happened.
and you can sing.
You can sing.
We can sing, we can play together. As Andrzej is always saying, we have this ritual to play every year, which happened only once.
Ritual. No, we are making jokes from each other, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, that surrounding you spoke about, it's a treasure, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, it's the biggest actually treasure you can have, because this is the support you need, I think, also, which I understood also over the last years, especially since I moved out from Poland, that, without that, it would be really hard to do anything.
Andrzej, when asked about the album, you said, these are your words, jest bardzo dużo Kacpra w tym albumie. To slowly wrap up, I want to know what are the characteristics of Kacper that you find most prominent in this album, and what are characteristics of ANDRZEJ that you find most prominent, most visible in the album you guys created?
Oh my God, I had no dictionary for launch, so I don't think I could answer a proper way. But well, all right.
Kacper.
To try to record anything with only one instrument, it's really hard job. So it's not like he's accompanying, right? Or is it the good word or me, right?
I think.
He plays, and we are like 50-50 there, on stage, on the record, or anywhere. So I said it because I tried to listen to him very carefully and to, as I said it before probably, to learn from him the way he plays, he does music, the way it is happening on the stage, because that's the most important thing. And that's the one treasure, another treasure in our conversation. But time when music is happening on stage or on the record. So I'm still learning, and I love that kind of wait. He tries to be a perfectionist.
Oh, I know it very
Yeah? I'm not. I'm a lazy bastard. I am.
Not true.
But it works well together.
Not true.
It works well together. I mean,
If Andrzej is saying that he is not trying to be a perfectionist, I think it's
I can try, but I'm still a vegan,
vegan.
No, not at all. I mean, you're a horse, I'm a wagon.
I will be attending your tour in Toruń on 17th of December. This is the closest to my hometown because you're not going to show up in Gdańsk, unfortunately. I was planning to go there, but I have to go to Toruń, which is not that far, but I'll be extremely happy to see you on stage and see what emotions.
He will play in English too.
You'll play in English?
With some German vocabulary inside.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
I'll try to sing in German then.
Vogel.
No. But yeah, on his record, on the record of Kacper, he decided to propose to me to sing "The Look of Love," right? So we're gonna play that too.
So there will be some surprises, I think, right?
Not in German, no.
To be continued. Guys, it's been a pleasure to have you here, and I'll see you on tour.